No one expected the atmosphere at the airport to feel this heavy.
It wasn't supposed to be a dramatic day.
It wasn't an award ceremony, a comeback stage, or a reunion. It was just Taehyung heading to LA, something he had done countless times before. Yet from the moment he stepped out of the car, something in the air shifted. A subtle tension, a kind of quiet storm that only those who truly loved him could sense. The cameras didn't capture it immediately. The reporters didn't feel it right away. Even some fans cheering loudly couldn't see it at first. But within seconds, just seconds, the entire mood changed. Taehyung smiled. A small, gentle smile. Beautiful.
Soft. Polite.
But the moment his lips curved upward, thousands of people watching through screens around the world felt it. This was not his usual smile. Something was tucked beneath it. A sadness he couldn't quite hide, no matter how perfectly he tried. Taehyung has always been known for his expressive face. He doesn't need many words. One glance from him can carry an entire chapter of emotion. And today, that chapter was heavy, almost painfully so. As he walked through the terminal, fans called his name with overflowing excitement. Taehyung. Taehyung.
V.
Over here. Tae, we love you. But Taehyung didn't react the way he normally does. Usually, he waves widely, eyes sparkling, shoulders relaxed, radiating warmth like sunlight. Today, he looked like a man trying to keep himself from falling apart. His smile was steady, but his eyes weren't. His posture was straight, but his breaths were shallow. Every step looked measured, like he was walking through something only he could feel. Fans began recording, and within minutes, the clips flooded the internet. And beneath the excitement, there was confusion, worry,
concern.
What's wrong with Tae? He looks like he's holding tears. That's not his real smile. There's something bothering him. The comments came fast. The slow motion edits faster. The theories fastest. But one observation overtook all others. Something so simple, yet so powerful. Where is Jungkook? Because in moments like this, Jungkook is almost always near Taehyung. Even when they don't stand side by side, there's an invisible line connecting them in public spaces. Glances exchanged, subtle nods, the kind of silent understanding built only through years of shared history. But today, Jungkook was nowhere in sight. No overlapping schedules. No behind-the-scenes clips. No rushed walk through another entrance. Just absence. And sometimes, absence speaks louder than presence. As Taehyung continued walking, a reporter's voice suddenly pierced through the noise. A question meant to be harmless, but its timing cut through him like a knife. The cameras zoomed in just in time to catch it. Taehyung stopped. Not completely, just half a step, but in a place filled with motion, even half a step felt thunderous. His smile wavered. His brows softened. And his eyes, those famously expressive eyes, darkened for a moment. It was barely a second, but to fans, that second felt like watching a wall crack. He inhaled sharply, almost invisible to the naked eye, but the cameras caught it. That breath carried emotion, a breath that people only take when they are trying not to show how much something hurts. He smiled again, this time more carefully, like a painter repairing a damaged canvas. And that was the moment the internet erupted. The clip that shattered the fandom. It wasn't Taehyung's smile that trended. It wasn't the question from the reporter. It wasn't even his emotional pause. It was a moment that lasted less than a heartbeat. As Taehyung approached the security gate, someone in the crowd screamed, "Jungkook." Just one name. Just one voice. But it changed everything. Taehyung heard it. His pace slowed. His shoulder tightened. His eyes shifted, barely but undeniably. It was the kind of reaction someone has when a name means more than they want to admit. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't exaggerated. It wasn't theatrical. It was real. And that reality hit the fandom like a tidal wave. People replayed that single second countless times. Why did Tae react like that? That look wasn't random. There's something unspoken there. He looked sad when Jungkook's name was shouted. He looked longing. Slow-motion analyses appeared. Detailed breakdown threads appeared. Body language experts, real or self-proclaimed, joined in. Some saw sadness. Some saw longing. Some saw frustration. Some saw affection. But all agreed, it wasn't nothing. The weight of everything unsaid. Taehyung and Jungkook have a history written in tiny gestures and quiet moments, things most people ignore, but fans capture like treasures. The hand on the small of Taehyung's back during award shows. The way Jungkook always turns first when Taehyung makes a sound. The shared glances that last a little too long. The laughter that seems reserved only for each other. The tension when they avoid eye contact. The calmness when they stand close. Years of moments, some soft, some loud, some subtle, have created an emotional language only the two of them truly understand. And today at the airport felt like a sentence spoken in that private language. A sentence filled with ache. Not because something dramatic happened, but because something was missing. Someone was missing. Jungkook. Fans dug through recent schedules, live stream replays, interviews, social media posts, trying to piece together a reason behind the emotional tension. Why did Taehyung look like that? Why did he react to Jungkook's name? What happened recently between them? But there were no clear answers. Only more puzzles. The final glance. The moment that broke everyone. Just before Taehyung disappeared past the final gate, he looked back. Not at the crowd. Not at the cameras. Not at the flashing lights. But behind him. As if searching for someone. As if expecting someone. As if wanting someone who wasn't there. And that look, quiet, pained, lingering, became the most replayed moment of the entire day. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't exaggerated. It wasn't staged. It was human. A look filled with unsent messages, untold stories, unspoken emotions, unfinished conversations. It wasn't romantic, not explicitly, but it wasn't just friendship either. It existed in that rare, delicate space in between, where labels don't matter because the connection itself is louder than any word. Why fans felt it so strongly? Because Taehyung didn't need to cry. He didn't need to speak. He didn't need to break down to show something was wrong. His silence spoke. His smile spoke. His hesitation spoke. His reaction to Jungkook's name spoke. Every piece formed a quiet symphony of emotion, one you could only hear if you truly loved him. And ARMY heard it. They always do. The truth no one can confirm, but everyone can feel. Maybe Taehyung simply had a difficult morning. Maybe he felt overwhelmed. Maybe he missed someone. Maybe he wished Jungkook were there. Maybe it was nothing. Maybe it was everything. We don't know. We might never know. And perhaps we're not meant to. Because sometimes the most powerful stories are not the ones spoken out loud, but the ones left between the lines, carried by glances, smiles, pauses, and the heavy silence of a heart trying to stay strong. The world saw a simple airport departure,
But fans who know Taehyung saw something else.
a man trying to smile through something heavier than usual, a man whose emotions slipped through the cracks for a moment, a man who reacted instinctively to the name of someone deeply woven into his life, a man walking forward but glancing back. The final reflection. Maybe Taehyung wasn't sad. Maybe he wasn't emotional. Maybe he wasn't thinking about Jungkook. Or maybe he was thinking of him more than he intended
To show.
No cameras can capture the truth. No edit can expose the real story. No tweet can explain what a heart feels in a single, vulnerable moment. But one thing is certain. Sometimes the strongest connections are the silent ones. Sometimes the loudest emotions are hidden behind a gentle smile. And sometimes a single reaction to someone's name can reveal more than 1,000 words. So now the question is yours. What do you think was behind Taehyung's expression that day? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more cinematic, emotional breakdowns like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.